welcome to this edition of News Leader. I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, Tullahoma Wildcats play their last regular season home game against Warren County. Robert E. Lee Elementary is named one of the healthiest schools, and we'll have some music from Utopia's 41A Music Festival performance. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats!
For many senior citizens, life looks like this, but it doesn't have to. When you make your home at Parkview Senior Living, life after retirement takes on a whole new meaning. Daily exercise options, fun outings, happy hour, game nights, movies and popcorn, arts and crafts, enjoying friends over chef-prepared meals. Parkview Senior Living, where you're always home, but you're never home alone.
Hi, I'm Fran Gray with Alzheimer's Tennessee. When you receive a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease for yourself or someone you love, please know that you do not have to go through this journey alone. Alzheimer's Tennessee is here for you to provide support and education, all the help you may need to get through this challenge. Our number is 931-434-2348. We encourage you to give us a call. We're here to help.
Welcome back. This weekend, the 5-2 Tullahoma Wildcats take on the 1-6 Warren County Pioneers at Tullahoma's last home game of the regular season. News Leader's John Gray spoke with head coach Coy Sisk about the game during the latest Coy Sisk fifth quarter show.
Next week we have another home game. We'll be playing a off-region opponent in Warren County.
Yeah, Warren County, Matt Turner. I've known Matt for quite some time. Super guy, and his football team will be ready to play. Record-wise, you can look at it. Doesn't look great, but you've got to understand they're in there with Green Hills, Cookville. They're playing 6A football there in the other side, but he'll bring a group that's ready. From what I understand is early in the season, they lost a pretty important quarterback, so they're having some trouble getting that guy replaced, and who knows, may have him back by now.
Yeah.
The latest is getting, but haven't spoke with him. He and I'll talk today. But a solid opponent. They're good guys. They'll be well coached. So you got that. Then we go on fall break. All right. So we'll be out of school that next week. A good week for us to be able to. Hey, we'll call it rest and recover.
Yeah, heal up a little bit.
Hey,
we've been real fortunate so far not to have any real bad injuries.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood, yeah. So, knock on wood with that. But still, scrapes and scratches and pulls and stuff. That's what's good about that open week, is to heal up a little bit before you go into pretty much you could call it the second half of your season.
Well, then you're right back into region play.
Right.
So the main thing is we have to continue to get better every week, regardless of opponent.
Doesn't make any difference who it is.
To get better. So we'll go on the road to Spring Hill. Spring Hill again, Friday night, they go toe-to-toe, pull it out right on the wire. Columbia ends up winning late. But they play toe-to-toe with Columbia, so it shows you that most people in our region right now are a lot closer than people think.
Right.
And, like with Lincoln County, beat Franklin County.
Yeah.
Friday night. So, hey, our region, everybody will try to say it's sewed up, whatever. It's not. Everything's still up for grabs. We'll go to Spring Hill and then finish our regular season out on a Thursday night at Shelbyville. So, what I told the guys Friday night, and what we're constantly reminding ourselves of, is that we control our own destiny. We don't have to look for help. If we win out, then we can, and that was a goal that I didn't set for this team. This team set for themselves is they wanted to be region champs. That senior group told me they wanted to be region champs. I said, let's go get it. Hey, guess what? That goal, all right, we're still within reach.
Yeah. And, you just got to look at it. There's only one way to look at it, and that's week at a time.
That's
Next
it.
week. Next
That's
week.
it.
If you start looking to the future will change before you get there.
A lot of things can happen between now and week 10. What we have to do is concentrate on the same thing we were concentrating on week 1. Let's get a little better.
A little better.
This week.
And you've done it so far. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
What are we now in the region? 3-1? Mm-hmm. Pretty good.
Moving
Pretty
right
good
along.
job out of my man right here.
Moving right along. These kids are the
Been
ones
shining them shoes out.
That's it. That's it.
They've been doing it. What's better than local high school football? Not a whole lot. And that's why we do it the way we do it here. And we're fortunate to have a guy like this man sitting next to me at the helm after 30 years of a great football coach in John Olive. And now we've got another great football coach sitting right here that's taking the controls. And we're playing Tullahoma High School football as good as it can be done. And you're a big part of that when you go in the stands and sit in the seats and support your Wildcat football team.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
We teach Parkinson's patients how to move big and not let the Parkinson's slow them down. I've had patients I've treated in-house that could not even stand up, could not roll over in the bed, left the facility walking with a walker, have come back to us in outpatient and continued their big program and are now completely, handling life. The success of the program is just phenomenal.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats!
Welcome back. Robert E. Lee Elementary School is among the 781 schools nationwide and just one of 5 schools in Tennessee to be named America's Healthiest Schools for the 2022-2023 school year. The recognition, awarded by Alliance for a Healthier Generation, a leading children's health organization, celebrates schools' dedication to supporting the health and well-being of students, staff, and families. Robert E. Lee Principal Mary Gilbert said, quote, "We are thrilled to be an awardee and to be on the 2023 list for 2 consecutive years as one of America's healthiest schools. This award represents the dedication, commitment, and hard work of our staff, students, parents, and community for Robert E. Lee to be recognized in 5 categories. We are committed to intentionally implementing activities like Harmony Meetup and Buddy Up to strengthen social, emotional health, and learning for the whole child. With the fantastic support of our district, Robert E. Lee has continued to implement initiatives we believe are beneficial for our students and staff. As a part of Tullahoma City Schools, we are committed to challenging students today for a limitless tomorrow." End quote. This honor marks the second consecutive year that Robert E. Lee Elementary School has been named one of America's healthiest schools. During the 2022-2023 school year, Robert E. Lee Elementary School prioritized health policies and practices and is being awarded for its efforts in 5 categories. Robert E. Lee Elementary School initiated a new awareness program for students with life-threatening allergies, including additional education with substitute teachers. This program included signage available throughout the district in coordination with the district's Coordinated School Health Director, Gina Bumbelow. Each year, students receive hearing and vision screenings, while the majority also receive blood pressure and body mass index screenings. Information is provided in both English and Spanish to students and families on healthy eating habits and increased physical activity. Additionally, school nurse Beth Hill provides valuable medical information to the staff who would need to know about students with chronic health conditions during the school day. General health information is also shared during professional development and staff meetings. Robert E. Lee Elementary School aligns with Tullahoma City Schools district policy, which includes developing, implementing, monitoring, reviewing, and as necessary, making recommendations regarding physical activity and nutrition policies. Robert E. Lee Physical Education met and exceeded the state's time requirements while using grant funding for additional physical activity equipment for recess and family engagement activities such as the PE Extravaganza and Field Day. All Robert E. Lee students, elementary students, have physical education for 45 minutes 4 times a week, bonus PE for 30 minutes weekly, and recess time scheduled for 30 minutes per day. Special education teachers and the PE instructor Macy Honey collaboratively plan for bonus PE. Additionally, Robert E. Lee students participate in a PE Extravaganza or Field Day with parents and community members invited to attend. Robert E. Lee Elementary School uses an evidence-based, sequential, active, focused, and explicit Harmony Social Emotional Learning curriculum. The school's primary focus has been using everyday practices such as Buddy Up, which pairs different students each week to participate in brief activities, discussions, and check-ins. On Friendship Fridays, our fifth grade and kindergarten partners buddy up, working together on various activities, games, crafts, reading, reviewing sight words, and building and engaging in conversation. Additionally, Robert E. Lee 5th grade students select Harmony Superlatives, allowing them to nominate and vote on those individuals who exemplify empathy, kindness, respect, and more. Legendary Lions students are students chosen to assist with special activities throughout the school and participate in crafts, learning-based projects, writing, and performances. Cultivating staff well-being is accomplished through several efforts. The Robert E. Lee Elementary School Administration celebrates its faculty with staff shout-outs. Robert E. Lee celebrations and news each week, and daily Robert E. Lee important information. Additionally, the school has food trucks come on Fridays and occasional special treats such as donuts, breakfast bar, hot chocolate bar, coffee and ice cream, courtesy of the school's parent-teacher organization. The school uses GroupMe and Google Docs so staff members can share needs and give shout-outs to their peers to focus on the positive happenings throughout the campus. Healthier Generations list of America's healthiest schools remains one of the country's longest-running nationwide recognition programs, honoring schools for achievements in supporting the whole health of students, teachers, and staff. Any school can connect with Healthier Generation to access training, resources, and technical assistance by visiting healthiergeneration.org. Stay with us. More news is coming up in just a moment.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. It's a Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
Parkview Senior Living, active, independent senior living at its finest.
Welcome back. One of the highlights of the annual 41A Festival is local favorites Utopia performing. In this clip, they play the song Disco Inferno by the Tramps, which reached number 16 on the charts in 1977 from the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack.
Out of control,
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats!
We tend to lose our motivation when we have something that's chronic, but you've got to do what you can early on as you can. After I'd exercise like that, I would have a lot of energy to do housework or whatever I needed. Well, I would recommend it highly to anyone at any degree of Parkinson.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Many people don't know about the white nose disease that has decimated many bat colonies in the southeast. The TWRA is doing all they can to protect this useful but spooky animal that flies through the evening skies hunting insects. This video from the TWRA explains why they are putting up cave gates to protect colonies of bats.
Well, Tennessee is really special. We have over 10,000 caves in the state, one of the highest density of caves by area anywhere in the world. This cave is a winter hibernaculum for tricolored bats. Before white nose syndrome, tricolored bats were really the most abundant, commonly seen bat in caves. Recreational caving on TWRA-owned caves has been closed since about 2010 because around that time we discovered this deadly fungus called white nose syndrome that's decimated bat populations in eastern North America, and now it's spread to the western part of North America.
How far are you coming to the top rock? I began bat research and bat work after the introduction of white nose syndrome, so all I've known is the decline, sort of the desperation, numbers constantly going down, seeing sick bats, and you know, our bats are facing so many stressors across the U.S., and because we can't find a cure for this white nose syndrome, because we can't introduce something to kill off the fungus because it could throw off the balance of something else within a cave system, we have to do something to reduce the stressors across the board and improve their habitat. And this is one of the most sound ways during one of the most critical time periods to reduce a certain level of stressors.
When bats go into caves in the winter to hibernate, they only have enough fat reserves to make it through the winter. And this fungus starts growing in the bat's skin cells, and it causes the bats to wake up. But the problem is they wake up so much to clear the infection that they burn all their fat reserves before they can leave the cave and find food on the landscape. And when recreational cavers go in and they shine their light on a bat or make a lot of noise, they also cause the bats to wake up. And so it's just sort of a compounding effect. And this particular cave has a fairly small population of tricolored bats, but the population has really fallen since white nose syndrome was introduced, and their populations have declined by about 85 to 90% in the state. And they're now proposed endangered federally under the Endangered Species Act, where we're starting to manage our caves and you know, close up the ones that recreational caving is a problem in. It's a management tool. You know, if our signs had been enough, this would not have been necessary, but you know, our signs at this particular cave, it's so accessible, it wasn't enough. So we kind of made the tough decision to go ahead and gate it just to keep people out and give the bats a fighting chance. 6 feet on that one.
Every cave gate is different because every entrance is different. You also have to build your cave gate based on what species are hibernating in the cave or using the cave.
Push it to where you like it. Can't do it. It's going to be different. So 7.5. The thing that I've learned building cave gates is that nothing is ever square and nothing is ever going to go as planned. And really it's problem solving. There we go. I was wondering why it didn't seem right.
With cave gates, I've learned to use a cutting torch, which I'm proud of myself for. Learned to weld on this cave gate, not very well, but I learned.
We have, you know, no desire, and it's not an effective management tool to gate all of our caves, only the ones where recreational caving is a problem and there are endangered bats. Basically, we use a 2-team system to build the gate.
But I think at this point we have our system down.
One team operates a oxyacetylene torch, cutting torch, to cut all the metal to length, and then brings it up the hill to the welder and the construction workers on top who are actually building the cave and putting it together. But of course, those 2 teams mesh a lot, and the cutters end up helping weld and hold metal, and we kind of all help each other out when we need it.
This one only took us 3 days. I'm impressed with that. So when I was hired on with the agency, I was hired on with biodiversity. So in my mind, that's surveying animals. I thought it was going to be a lot of hands-on with our greatest conservation needs species. Well, I'm really excited that I was wrong and that I actually do get to be part of the management for those species as well. Because it's one thing to collect data and do research, but it's another thing to actually implement management practices that are going to benefit the species.
What we've seen in the caves that we've gated previously is when you keep people out, the bat population starts to grow, and we're hoping that we'll see the same trend in this cave.
And stay with us. Your weather forecast is coming up after these messages.
Hi, my name is Ringo, here at Barkview Senior Living. They're human-friendly. That's why I love it here, and so does my senior human. When they want a bite, they get chef-prepared meals, and so do I. Movies in the theater, day trips, walks on the trail, and other senior humans to play with. The grass and the grounds are exquisite. It's everything my human needs to be healthy and active. Barkview. A Parkview Senior Living. For your dog's best friend, you.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats!
I had a knee replacement, so they've got me in life care, which I'm very, very thankful for. I couldn't garden, I couldn't do my flower beds, I can't chase my little dogs. I have been in several therapy sessions for knees and back, and that's the best therapist I believe I've ever been to. It's tremendous because I'm able to walk again, but if it wasn't for the care, I wouldn't be where I am.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this date. Our record high was in 2019 at 92 degrees. Record low was in 1968 at 31 degrees. Average high for this day is 75, and the average low is 52. Showers likely for tonight with a low of 61. Showers expected for Friday with a high of 77, a low of 43, and sunny skies for Saturday, a high of 63 and a low of 38. And that's our News Leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. for News Leader. Stay safe. Have a great evening.